Hello, dear students. Today we'll deal with a very interesting topic called the idioms. Now, what is an idiom? Idiom: an expression or a phrase whose intended meaning is different from the literal meaning. I repeat, an idiom is an expression or a phrase whose intended meaning is different from the literal meaning. You will understand it better in Telugu. In Telugu, we call it a జాతీయము. సామెత కాదండి, జాతీయము. ఎగ్జాంపుల్, నడుం బిగించడం. నడుం బిగించడం అంటే ఏంటి? నిజంగా నడుముని బిగించడం అని కాదు. నడుం బిగించడం అని అంటే ఏదైనా ఒక పని మొదలు పెట్టడం, పెద్ద పని మొదలు పెట్టడం. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్, పేదల ఉద్ధరణకు ప్రభుత్వం నడుం బిగించింది. పేదల అభివృద్ధికి లేదా ఉద్ధరణకు ప్రభుత్వం నడుం బిగించింది. Now let us look at a few examples in English. The first example, bite the bullet. Now you might already know the meaning of bite and bullet. Then what is the meaning of this idiom, bite the bullet? Bite the bullet means to do something that you don't like but it has to be done. That means it's inevitable. You have to do it. Though you don't like it, you have to do it. Though we don't like cleaning the room, it's time for us to bite the bullet as our headmaster asked us to do it. This is the example. I'll repeat it. Though we don't like cleaning the room, it's time for us to bite the bullet as our headmaster asked us to do it. Now it is clear that we don't like cleaning the room, but we have to do it because there are orders from the headmaster. In the above sentence, we absolutely don't like cleaning the rooms, but it is inevitable. That is, it has to be done because our headmaster has ordered us to do it. Hence, we did it or we have to do it. That is, bite the bullet or bit the bullet. In the idiom, though there is a bullet, it has nothing to do with cleaning the room, nor did we bite any bullets. That is, the intended meaning is different from the literal meaning. The second example. The second idiom, pull someone's leg. Pull someone's leg. You might already know the meaning of pull and obviously leg. But this idiom means to joke with someone. To be specific, to joke with someone at their expense. Now look at the example. Aslam felt bad as Ishwar was pulling his leg. Aslam felt bad as Ishwar was pulling his leg. Ishwar was just joking with Aslam, or joking at the expense of Aslam, and Aslam felt bad. This is called pulling one's leg. The third sentence, add insult to injury. Add insult to injury. You know the meanings of insult and injury. They are very commonly used. Then what is the meaning of this idiom? Why did these two words co-occur in this idiom? It means to make a bad situation worse. To make a bad situation worse. The situation is already bad and it has become worse. It means the situation is already bad and something else was done or has happened to make the situation even worse. Now look at the example. Amir failed in the exam, hence his mother refused to give him his pocket money. Therefore, it was adding insult to injury. Did you understand? Amir failing in the exam was the injury, and his mother refusing to give him his pocket money was adding insult to injury. Something bad has already happened. That is, Amir has failed in his exam, and his mother refused to give him the money, and the bad situation became even worse. Hence, this is the idiom adding insult to injury. The fourth one, cost an arm and a leg. It means very expensive. Look at the example. I think buying a car nowadays will cost an arm and a leg. I repeat, I think buying a car nowadays will cost an arm and a leg. It means that cars are very expensive or costly nowadays. It doesn't mean that you need to donate your arm and leg to buy a car. I already told you the intended meaning is completely different, or the inherent meaning is completely different than the literal meaning. The fifth sentence or the fifth idiom, cry over spilt milk. Cry over spilt milk. Spilt ante ulikipoyina. To worry over something that has already happened. To worry over something that has already happened. We lost the match but started practicing for the next match as we knew it was no use crying over spilt milk. I repeat, we lost the match but started practicing for the next match as we knew it was no use crying over spilt milk. The damage has already been done, and if you worry now, if you cry now, is there any use? No. So that is the meaning of the idiom crying over spilt milk. Now let us do a few idioms from the textbook. Here you can see three bubbles or ovals where the words of some idioms are split. You need to join these and make meaningful idioms. First, I will read them out for you, then we'll discuss the idioms. In the first bubble, fish, thorn, sore, top, cat. In the middle bubble or middle oval, out of, in, on, off. In the last oval, the world, water, back foot, the wall, flesh. Now as you can see, the first one has already been done for you. The idiom is fish out of water. Fish out of water. It means to feel uncomfortable. To feel uncomfortable. A fish feels comfortable in water. In other words, you can say it lives only in the water. If you take the fish out of the water, what is going to happen? It's obvious, it's going to die. That means any situation that makes you uncomfortable is like you are a fish out of water. When he was away from home, he felt like a fish out of water. That means he felt uncomfortable. Now the second idiom, thorn in the flesh. Something which is very annoying. Something which is very annoying or disturbing. Look at the example. Corruption has always been the thorn in the flesh of our society. Corruption has always been the thorn in the flesh of our society. Now, I want you to do the remaining three. Take this as the assignment. Hope you have understood the topic. I'll see you in my next video. Till then, bye.